I'm delighted to be talking to Matt Sparks, the Head of Sustainability at the law firm Linklaters, about the Lord Mayor's City Initiative, City Giving Day. And I want to kick off by asking you, Matt, why Linklaters get involved in City Giving Day?
Thanks for asking. City Giving Day at Linklaters, we love it. It's great. Our people have been behind it for many years. It's a really good hook on which to hang a variety of volunteering opportunities at a particularly good time of year when we do want to bring people back together again, and none more so than this year, I guess. So our people are motivated to take part, knowing that activities going on across the city on that same day. I think the collaborative angle, and we've often partnered with clients, sometimes with our peers, is really critical because we can do so much on our own through the course of the year, but to direct attention to it on just one day is so much more inspiring for our own people, and I think important for the city. And I guess that's the third point I'd make, is that City Giving Day is such an opportunity for the city to demonstrate on one occasion the breadth and the depth of the real good it invests in society, particularly the communities around the city, but more widely too, both in terms of volunteering and fundraising. And I do think it's important that, as I say, our individual activities matter, but they're not often noticeable. And for the city to give a good account of itself, to have all this activity taking place on one day, I think it's increasingly important, increasingly critical. And I'd urge all businesses to get involved wherever they can.
So true. You mentioned about sort of the critical piece, and I would say that, you know, the pandemic has highlighted the important role that businesses have in engaging and supporting and working alongside the communities they're in. What tips or encouragement would you give to smaller businesses who are just starting out on their community and charity activities?
That's a good question. I think for smaller businesses who are starting out, first of all, look at where you are already. Often there'll be passion among your people, there'll be activities taking place already. Look at what you can build on. I'd say stay local and stay manageable, and try and keep it measurable, by which I mean it's easy and to be tempted by a larger not-for-profit organisation partner to hook up with, but through them you might be really quite small supporters. I would select something a bit more local so it's more meaningful, so you can build a relationship where you will have a greater influence in a positive way. You can make a greater impact, you can have a better conversation, you can become more important, and potentially, as I say, have a longer lasting, broader relationship that can kick off from City Giving Day. So my suggestion would be, look at your scale, try and find an organisation that requires support near to you that matches that sort of scale, so that you are significant in the space, and get talking. That's the most important thing. Start talking to those partners early, work out what you can do, find a way in which your skills can contribute to that organisation's success, and if you can, find a way to measure your impact, because you can then talk about the impact you've had, which will encourage others to take part next time you run something.
The delights of technology has meant that we've lost your face, but we can still hear you, Matt. So, oh, and you're back.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, don't worry. That's a perfect example of sort of working in the pandemic. But it's really insightful. I think what you say is so true in terms of making it relevant and local to each business for that impact, and certainly a good tip for small businesses to take away with them. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation and for putting your insight into these conversations, Matt.
Not at all. And good luck to everybody. Have a great day.